adopted a rescue Husky about a month ago. She's approximately about 3 years old. Everything's good except for one issue that we have is she has very bad separation anxiety, and she will actually pee in the house if we're gone or if she doesn't have any companionship for more than, I would say, about an hour, maybe two max. It's very disturbing. That we took her to the vet, and we do not want to put her on Prozac. That was one of the suggestions. And just
Did the
open to
vet
any
did
thoughts
that
that
when
you
you?
might have.
Yeah, when you went to the vet, did the vet talk to you at all about behavior? I guess you didn't. I guess probably because he said he wanted to get the dog on Firmos. Now, I'm not against that, but listen to me really carefully. In the last 8 to 10 years, besides housebreaking, jumping, digging, and barking, separation anxiety is one of the most common questions, Paul. I'm going to give you everything I know how to resolve it. Number one, bless you for rescuing this dog. Use the term separation anxiety. Most trainers use the term separation anxiety. Most pet guardians use the term separation anxiety. And it could very possibly be separation anxiety. Something you're not considering. Maybe the dog is suffering from something I call abandonment issues. What does that mean? What's the difference between separation anxiety and abandonment issues? Separation anxiety means the dog's not comfortable being left alone, doesn't like being by itself at all, especially a rescue dog that was getting a lot of attention from you. On the other hand, abandonment issues are you rescued this dog. I don't know how many homes this dog may have had, but every time you leave this, and I love Huskies, but every time you leave, Paul, this rescue dog is saying to himself, is Paul ever going to come back or am I abandoned again? So abandonment feelings and separation feelings aren't always the same. Now, you said that the dog is peeing. When a dog pees, especially in the house when their guardians or owners are gone, what does it mean? Either you didn't walk them enough, they're not housebroken, not the case, I don't believe, with you, but dogs use their urine as a marker. It's a sign. I always joke that when a dog pees, it's like the internet for them. It's like Google. So when you have a dog that's either been abandoned before or maybe mistreated before, when you leave him alone and you come home and you find that he peed, it could very well be the fact that he's leaving that urine marking in hopes that Paul will find his way back. So anger is no way to resolve it. Here's what we need to do. We need to really start using some good, solid counter conditioning. I'm going to spend some time with you, Paul. I want the dog, number one, I want you to start practicing going out and coming back in. Not even out of the house, just going into another room in the house, closing the door for a couple of minutes, then coming back in. Don't make a big deal of it either. After you've done that, I want you to start going out the front door of the house for a couple of minutes, then come back in the house. I want you to be really conscientious about this because separation anxiety is one of the most common reasons that dogs wind up at shelters. Let me do this, okay? I don't want to rush you, so let me take a break here. And when I come back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you and to so many thousands of people listening how to deal with either separation anxiety or your dog's abandonment issues, how to focus and change it so the dog says, wow, I can't wait till they leave. I'll be happy when they're gone. Number one, very often the dog associates you leaving with not coming back, i.e. abandonment issues or separation anxiety at that point. So what you want to do is start making sure that the dog's association with you leaving is not a negative thing. So many people will give the dog their trigger by grabbing their coat, grabbing their purse, grabbing their car keys, and leaving. That triggers your dog off to the point that you're going. In some dogs, they don't want to be by themselves. In other cases, as I believe in this case, the dog fears that maybe you're not coming back ever again. It's happened to him before. So what you need to do is make sure when you leave and practice leaving, don't make a big deal of it. I know we all want to say goodbye. I'm going to the store. I'll be back. No, don't make a big deal out of leaving. Just leave. This is practice now. Walk out of the house, walk back in a couple of minutes later. And I know it's hard, but when you come back, the dog's excited. Wait a second or two before you give him that hug, that kiss, that praise. That's important as well. Practice, again, going out for short periods of time. That means walking out the front door, coming in the back door, going out the back door, coming in the front door. Again, none of those long goodbyes. Counter conditioning is simply taking what the dog or the cat or whatever animal is afraid of and turning it into a positive experience. When you leave a radio on, I recommend a talk station or a TV with talk. So the dog is hearing voices all the time. Helps prevent loneliness. Take some of the dog's favorite toys or favorite items and put them around the house. Not always the same ones, rotate them to keep the dog's interest. In extreme cases, I've actually taken articles of unwashed clothing and put those around the house so your scent, as strong as it may be in the house, is even stronger. And be positive. Be positive. If the dog makes a mistake when you're gone, it's not the end of the world. Boy, if the dog corrected us for every mistake we made, we'd be in the doghouse, no pun intended. So make sure when you leave, it's always a positive experience for the dog, a special treat, a toy that he only gets when you leave. What about exercise? One of the books I wrote, early 80s, was a book called Pet Aerobics, and it talked about exercise. Before you leave, give your dog an aerobics class. Exercise him. Tired dogs are more apt to sleep than to worry about you being gone. Now, there are certain cases that are really extreme, like Paul's vet recommended pheromones. I'm not against it. I think it's a great idea. Can't hurt, could only help. But also some good solid training. And you might be saying, Warren, why training? What are you talking about? Why would you train a dog because of separation anxiety? In my book, How to Get Your Dog to Do What You Want, I focus on building up your dog's confidence, building up your dog's self-image. A dog that's confident and a dog that has good self-esteem and self-image is less apt to panic when you're gone. Training in a positive way helps really build that confidence. So, Paul, it was an absolutely amazing question. Separation anxiety. A lot of people have that. A lot of my listeners, based on the fact of rescue animals, abandonment issue, separation anxiety, using that counter conditioning, make it a positive experience. Don't leave for long periods of time, at least when you're practicing. Let the dog associate leaving with something amazing, a special toy, a special product, and increase that exercise exercise. It can make all the difference in the world. I was just dealing the other day with someone who adopted a dog that had severe separation anxiety, and I put them on a program, and they're doing fine. Is it going to make every dog perfect? No. But it can make a big difference in terms of that one dog that you saved. Separation anxiety, abandonment. By the way, if you go to my YouTube, there's a whole video I did on separation anxiety and abandonment issues, as well as the website, thepetshow.com. So check it out.